Hey guys, Rob here. So I just want to say thank you for joining this here channel. This channel is all about reviews. I have a main channel called Rob Outdoors, and this channel here is for gear reviews, EDC stuff, any type of stuff like that we're going to discuss here on this channel. Mainly going to be backpacking gear, survival gear, prepping type stuff, EDC, firearm stuff. That's all pretty much what we're going to discuss here. There's going to be some electronic gadgets and stuff like that, e-bikes as well. Just a lot of stuff that kind of just goes with the outdoors in general. So in this video, we have a really nice camping stove that a company called Hotdevil sent me to review for them. And we're going to go ahead and break this down and go over it. If you guys are into hiking, backpacking, camping, survival stuff, prepping stuff, anything outdoors, fishing, firearms, high-powered air rifle shooting, if you guys are interested in any of that kind of stuff, go check out my main channel. I got a lot of videos posted there, a lot of really cool adventures. I'll leave a link to it in the video description box here, so you guys can check that out. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna unbox this stove here, and I just wanna say that I did use this stove on a previous trip. I didn't go into too much detail about the product itself. That's what this channel is for. So we're gonna unbox this. I'm gonna show you guys all the features of the stove here, and then I'll throw in some B-roll footage of us actually using it and testing it out that way. All right, so this is the stove here. You guys can see it's in the box here. And like I said, I already used it. I just put it back in the box so that way you guys can kind of see what you're getting if you're interested in ordering this stove here. So I'm gonna pull it out here. And it comes in a carry sleeve, like a mesh sleeve here, like you see. And we're gonna open this thing up. I forgot to mention that they were actually kind enough to even send me the isobutane fuel for this particular stove. That way I can do a full test, full review. And I just thought that was really nice of them. All right, so we're gonna unsleeve this thing here. And the sleeve is not very difficult to get the stove in and out of. That's what I noticed when using it. And I'm gonna show you guys all the stuff that it comes with. All right, so what you get here is a plastic lid here. And this is, you know, for cooking or boiling. On the pot cook set itself here, it does come with a secondary mini pot that you could use as a pan or a bowl to eat out of. And it's got this padding in here. That way you don't scratch anything up for storage. And then this is the fuel that they sent me. This is like a 100 gram or 110 gram, 100 gram isobutane. Then you're gonna get the stove itself right here. This doesn't belong in here. It's something I added. And then you're gonna get a pot stand. You're gonna get the legs for the isobutane canister, so that way you can stabilize your cooking set. And then the last thing is gonna be the actual main pot right here, which has like this built-in windscreen and heat distributor. So let's talk about the weight here. I weighed this thing at home with the fuel canister inside, and it was, I believe it was 1 pound 4 ounces. I'll re-weigh it again just so that way I'm sure, and I'll put the actual measurements on the screen here, the video. And then I'll also do a weight without the fuel canister itself. So if you wanted, you can pack other things in here. And that's what's cool about this whole kit, is everything packs up into one unit, which is great because you don't have to go fiddling around through your gear trying to find, oh, where's this or where's that? Everything is right here inside this kit. The stove itself has a built-in windscreen on the outside to help with the wind and give you that faster boil time. It does have an igniter built into it, which is great. And there it is on the top. You guys can see right here. And it's got a valve here. That way you can control the fuel, how hot you want it. Really nice stainless steel handle with a brass fitting on there. Feels solid. There's no noise or anything to this when I shake it. This is well built. Set that there. And then another thing that's very interesting about this stove here is that if you, I'm gonna set the whole thing up like as if I'm gonna use it. So just screw in that fuel canister. Make sure that this thing is closed, the valve. And I will mention that the fuel canister is actually DOT approved, and it's also CE certified. So it's gonna be safe here in the United States to use. It's been tested thoroughly for that. And it's also going to be safe. It's been tested thoroughly for like Europe and stuff like that. So both high quality testing done to make sure that these cans are safe to use. We have the canister screwed in here, and then the pot itself has this, what is it called? Kind of like an insulation on the outside, so that way you can handle it without getting burned. So you can pick the whole thing up with boiling water just from this stuff right here. It's also got handles on here, some nice grab handles that come out. And this thing pops into the stove part. It's got two like indents on either side that lock into the pot. Just put it on like that and then give it like a 1/4 inch of a turn, and now it's locked in. So now that's all set up just like that. And if you wanted to stabilize it more, if you are on uneven ground, you can use the stand for the actual isobutane canister. You guys can see how it looks there like that. You can put the lid on it just like that. And the lid does have vent holes for steam, and it's got a small little handle on the top for you to pick it up. So nothing too big that's going to break off. And then that way too, it's also compact and can all fit in the kit. And then also too, this extra pot that comes with it, pot, bowl, pan, it could be all three of those if you wanted it to. This can actually act as a lid for the pot itself as well. So you can just put this over like that, and now it sits on there perfect. You can close the handles if you wanted to, just like that. Open the top one out, that way you have control over the lid. And that's a cool feature because you can put like bags of food, let's say pre-cooked foods. You can put water in there, get that water boiling, put the bag of food in there with like a little hole so that way you can vent, let's say like a bag of rice or something, or maybe like some meats or something like that that's all pre-cooked. And then you can put this big lid over the top, and now everything will fit in there so you can reheat your foods. With the mini pot here, this plastic lid does fit over that as well, so that's pretty cool. So now I want to show you guys another feature here with this. So we'll take that off there, and it's got this pot stand. So you don't have to use that other one. You can use a different one if you wanted to, or if you brought an extra pot with you, you can use it. So this just sets on top of here like this. And then you open up the legs, extend them, just twist these out like that. And now that pot stand is locked on there. And that will allow you to cook like this. Or if you had like a frying pan, you could set a frying pan on top of that and cook as well. Really, really unique design. You get a lot of stuff in this kit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on just so that way you guys can kind of hear it. It is loud, especially when you have it cranked up. So let's just go ahead and turn this valve open. So that's on the low. Like, I think if I turn it anymore, I might turn off. And I'm gonna turn it all the way up so you guys can hear it. And that's how loud it is there, full blast. Since I've used it, it boiled water very quickly. I'm saying that it'll actually boil half a liter of water in less than 2 minutes, so, or at 2 minutes. So we're gonna definitely test that out, and got an ant crawling on it. So we're gonna test that out, see how long it takes to boil the water. I believe that that's probably accurate. If not, I think it would boil faster. I think it could do half a liter in under 2 minutes based off the performance since I've been using it. And but like I said, we're gonna definitely test that out later. So this is almost like a jet boil type of stove, and the cool thing about it is that it's way cheaper than a jet boil. Those jet boils can run crazy money, and this one is very, very affordable. So this stove by itself you can pick up for, I believe it is $57 or $60, one of the two. Either way, that's really budget. And so far, I don't see any flaws with the design or anything. I think that if you're buying a stove to boil water, like the jet boil, that this right here would be just as good to boil the water, and you'll be saving a whole lot of money on it. As far as the weight goes, it's very lightweight. You get the extra pot, you get the nice bag that it goes in, and you get the pot stand. That way you can actually use this thing as a frying pan if you wanted. So very versatile for around $60. I'm gonna put a link up for the stove in the video description. If you guys want, you guys can go check it out. I'm also gonna put a link to the fuel canisters as well. If you guys want, you guys can check that out as well. As far as the performance goes of it, from me using it a few times, I think it's a good stove. If you like to jet boil stuff and you're only boiling water, you're not gonna really buy this stove to like really cook out of. I mean, you could, but you need to run it at a low heat. That way you don't burn the food, because this thing puts out a lot of heat. But yeah, if you're in the market for something lightweight that can boil water extremely fast and in really bad weather conditions, really windy, really cold areas, stuff like that, I think that this is a really good option to consider. All right, guys, as always, we're gonna end the video here. There's gonna be links to everything in the video description. You guys can go check that out. If you guys can, do me a favor, hit that like button for me. It does a lot of help to the channel here. We're a brand new channel here and trying to grow it out. And you know, share the video with somebody, help get the content out there. And be sure to check out my other channel, my main channel, if you're interested in hiking, camping, any type of adventures like that, fishing, catching cooks, stuff like that. I'll leave a link to that as well. So till next time, guys, hope to see you on the trail. Peace. So guys, look how small this thing packs down. This is everything inside of it. And there's still room to get more stuff in there. And then the lid just goes right over top like that. And now you have a full kit that's compact and easy to carry.